Y'all had to just wanted to run home and check on the dog real fast, but I have to do some errands and run to the grocery store while I'm on my lunch break. So while we do that, let's see if we can try not to drive so crazy that I could do all these things at the same time. All right. Whoops. So we got a couple of news stories I just wanted to go over. The first one is our piece of shit of the day. So this has kind of been a new segment on our live streams. It wasn't on purpose. It's just, you know, we go through the news and, you know, a lot of people are pieces of shit. So this story is from December 9th. So this was on, what's today? The 11th? No, the 10th. Today is the 10th. So this was from yesterday. Uber driver killed by passenger worked for the New Orleans Police Department and was the caretaker of her mother. So I'll read the story here. Yolanda Dillon had recently started driving for Uber as a way to make ends meet. The 54-year-old from New Orleans had a master's degree in sociology from Tulane University and 10 years on the job as a budget analyst with the New Orleans Police Department. Someone said she's just trying to pay her bills and get out of debt. She was such a kind person that they can't believe that this happened to her. The story continues. Sorry, getting blowed up. The story continues. Dylan was unaware that the last passenger she picked up on Thursday afternoon had deadly intentions. Just moments after she arrived at his destination, the Travelodge Hotel in Harvey, the authorities say Brandon Jacobs, 29, attacked and stabbed her at least twice from the backseat of her vehicle before pulling out his cell phone and recording the aftermath. So let's find his name again. Brian Jacobs. So Brian Jacobs is a piece of shit. So not only did he kill this lady, but he started recording it right after. So it continues. Jacobs and Dylan did not know each other, and there was no motive for the stabbing, JPSO Sheriff Lapinto said on Friday at a news conference. He woke up yesterday and decided he was going to kill somebody, the sheriff continued. Jacobs was taken into custody Thursday night just outside of his room at the Travelodge in the 2000 block of West Bank Expressway. He admitted to killing Dylan and was booked with second-degree murder. Earlier in the day, Jacobs had ordered an Uber that transported him from the hotel to a location in New Orleans. Jacobs intended to kill the first driver, but changed his plans when he realized that he wouldn't have a ride back to his hotel. So at least he was thinking ahead, I guess. Instead, Jacobs ordered a second Uber, and Dylan accepted the fare. When investigators asked him why he selected Dylan as his victim, Jacobs replied, he didn't pick. So this dude is off his fucking shirt. Like the sheriff said, he woke up and decided he was gonna commit those atrocities. Continue. Jacobs published the cell phone video he recorded after the stabbing onto his Facebook account. The sheriff's office later worked with the social media company to remove the video. Jacobs fled the crime scene and made his room back to the hotel room. Investigators reached out to Uber to identify Dylan's passenger, but the company couldn't provide the information. The fare had been officially closed using the app on Dylan's cell phone. Detective located the phone and closed the fare, enabling them to eventually identify Jacobs as the suspect. So maybe there's a typo there. Maybe they couldn't identify him until they had the fare closed. They determined he was staying at the hotel and arrested him when he emerged from his room to smoke a cigarette. So he just murders somebody and then goes about his day, I guess. She encountered the wrong person at the wrong time, unfortunately, and she lost her life because of it. So, man, that dude's a piece of shit. So he's getting booked for second-degree murder for just randomly killing that that lady. So that's pretty awful. You know, I won't say the name of the company, but I do. I have a gig as a driver for one of those companies. I don't do people or anything like that. I just do the food delivery. Wife do it on the side. But one of their rules is carry a firearm in the car. Of course, I break that rule all the time. That's why I'm not going to say the name of the company that I do this work for. But she works with the police in New Orleans. Like, she's employed by NOPD. I'm sure she knows a bunch of cops. It's just strange. Say works with the police, like, and is doing Uber, does not carry a firearm. I carry all the time, especially when I'm doing that side hustle, delivering food to all kinds of neighborhoods all over the fuck, in some pretty rough spots, dude. So that's just pretty sad. So our condolences go out to her and her family. We hope that piece of shit fucking gets the chair or whatever they have here in Louisiana. Maybe he should be, we won't get into it. All right. So let's see. What do we got next on here? Today is election day. What did I do with that paper? All right. Today's election day here in New Orleans. We got a couple runoffs going on. Nothing in my district, but we do have some proposed constitutional amendments. There's only 3 of them, so I do want to just kind of go over these for anybody who's here in New Orleans near me. So the first one, we got, do you support an amendment to provide that no person who is not a citizen of the United States shall be allowed to register to vote and vote in the state? So we have here, the Constitution right now says every citizen of the state has the right to register, vote upon reaching 18 years old. So the amendment says the proposed constitutional amendment expressly limits the right to vote to U.S. and Louisiana citizens, prohibits allowing non-citizens to register and vote. So I would probably have to, I would vote in favor of this. So I would say that you have to affirmative be a United States citizen to vote in elections in the United States. I don't know why this is a fucking thing. No other country allows non-citizens to vote. It's just so fucking stupid here. I don't understand it. In Louisiana, we haven't had any of that same BS at the polls like all these other states have had, or any of that stupid fucking early voting fucking bullshit. It's been fine. And what's the difference between the citizen and the state and the citizen of the country? I mean, you have to be a citizen of the country to be a citizen of the state, right? So I don't know. How do you guys feel about that one? I know that one's kind of mixed for a lot of people. But personally, I think you got to be a citizen to vote. I mean, this amendment doesn't even have anything to do with like the ID laws or anything. So I want to read that again because it's a little hard to understand. Do you support an amendment to provide that no person who is not a citizen of the United States shall be allowed to register and vote in the state? What it says right now, provides that every citizen of the state has the right to register and vote. The proposed amendment is it prohibits non-citizens. So, yeah, you're a non-citizen, you can't vote. The way they word these things too, they try to confuse people all the time. So you really gotta look at it. So number 2, do you support an amendment to make an appointed member of the State Civil Service Commission subject to confirmation by the Louisiana Senate? So we kind of had the same issue here in the city, where the mayor, she can appoint anybody she wants to any position without any sort of, like vetting or anything like that. They don't have to go through city council. So that's kind of like what this is. So I would probably vote in favor for that one because I would want the Senate. Yeah, hey, cuz Grandpa Easy says they really do try to confuse you. He's right, they do. But just the way that they word, like they had one that was in the last election that was like trying to prohibit slavery, but they worded it like so fucked up. It ended up not passing because nobody knew what the fuck it was talking about. And, you know, it had a lot to do with like prison slavery, which, you know, I'm against. But, you know, I brought up some points where we actually had to use prison slave labor in New Orleans, in Louisiana during the 2020 lockdowns. So, you know, it happens. It's a thing. You know, is it needed? I mean, Kamala Harris kept prisoners past their term just so they could go fight those wildfires in California. So that's pretty messed up if you ask me. Sorry, I'm in the parking lot now, so I got to be careful. Grandpa Easy says, I'm a damn good reader, and sometimes I'm like, what the heck? All right. Nope, that's not a spot. That's all right. I'll park way the fuck out here. I don't care. All right, there's one more. Sorry, this lady don't know what I'm doing. I'm being crazy, so you can go. Come on now. Did you see I'm doing 4 things at once? All right, the last one here says... All right. Do you support an amendment to make appointed members of the State Police Commission subject to confirmation by the Louisiana State Senate? The present Constitution provides that gubernatorial appointees to the State Police Commission are not subject to confirmation by the Senate. Proposed amendment requires Senate confirmation. So there you go. You vote in your senators, and that way they can keep your governor in check by not letting him just appoint whoever he wants. All right, so we had our first story. It was our piece of shit of the day. We had our second, which is just about our voting. Now let's get to our justified save story. So this is a good one. This one is coming out of Tempe, Arizona. So it's a little bit closer to my cousins over there. So this comes from 9:20 yesterday. What's up, Lil Klondike? Nice to see you, man. It's always good to have you around. All right, Tempe driver shoots attempted carjacker, leaving him in critical condition. The story goes, a man was shot in Tempe overnight after he allegedly tried to carjack a vehicle, police say. Investigators say it began sometime after 1 a.m. on December 10th near 6th Street and Mill Avenue. So if you guys are over there in Tempe, you might know where that's at. The suspect reportedly had opened the front passenger door of the car that was stopped at an intersection and attacked the driver. The driver then fired a handgun at the accused carjacker, hitting him. The suspect was not armed, was hospitalized in critical condition. The driver then called Tempe police to report the incident and remained at the scene until police arrived. No names were released, and the incident is being investigated. So there you go. There's your lesson in staying strapped today. Personally, I carry appendix. That way, if I am in the car, I have my, let's see if we can get a shot there. Whoops. I'm good to go. So, man, that's pretty scary. And who doesn't have their car locked at an, while you're driving in an intersection? That's just crazy. Anyway, yeah, so that was the news for today. It's Saturday, kind of slow. There's other things out there, but there are better people who cover it. No, I didn't. What happened? So Grandpa Easy says you have to see what happened between UNM and NMSU players. All right, I'll have to check that out. I'll check that out when I get off of here. But I got to run into the store real quick, and I got to get some stuff. So I just wanted to do a little quick update. I made myself a little news desk fucking thing with Alex Jones there. So I thought that was pretty funny, and I just wanted to have an excuse to use it. And, I put on my journalism hat yesterday when I was trying to get some comment from NOPD about the fake police that are running around town, the police imposters, and see what they're doing about it. Grandpa Easy says the two guys tried to jump in and beat him with the bat, had a gun. Sorry. The two guys tried to jump him, beat him with the bat, and had a gun to his head. He pulled his own gun out and while running away, killed one. Damn, dude. Man, imagine pulling while, they already got the drop on you and winning. Man, props to that guy. That's why you guys should get training too. Take a training class at least, Just one, beginner handgun. Maybe after that you could take something like, a house clearing class or, a tactical pistol class, something like that. Just because you have a concealed carry, you should still get training. Just make you a better pistolier, if you know what I mean. Anyway, guys, I'll leave it at that. Thanks for watching. Hit that thumbs up button. Everybody hit it. If you got any friends you think might like my channel, share my channel with them and have them subscribe. I'm almost at 330. Want to get to 333 just so I have 3 threes. Anyway, y'all, hit that thumbs up button. If you watch it on Rumble, smash that Rumble button. Remember, y'all, stay well regulated. Peace.